Edmonton Elks Canadian defensive back Tyrell Ford joins us. And Tyrell, there's a lot of flag football talk. Would you want to get in on this possible flag football at the Olympics playing for Team Canada?
Yeah, it's definitely something I would like to do. I played a lot of touch football growing up, and I was pretty successful. Uh, I might have played more touch football than I did tackle football, so
Oh, okay.
definitely something I'd be interested in. And I mean, until I get a call, I guess everything's still just focused on playing for Edmonton.
You have told me in the past that you believe you could be a 2,000-yard receiver in the Canadian Football League. How good of a defensive back and receiver could you be in flag football?
Yeah, I I think I'd be really good, honestly. I played both ways the whole time I was playing and chose my quarterback. So I think I would do just fine. I think I'd fit in. No, everybody would be like, "Oh, that guy's really good," and it'd be me. So yeah,
I can definitely see that, and especially you playing with your brother Trey Ford. It seems like his movement skills and his ability as a quarterback would lend well, at least from what I'm starting to learn about the flag football game. Did you guys play touch together growing up?
yeah, we played touch. There's one year we played on different teams, but I mean, outside of that, we were always on the same team, and it's because we joined late, so they put us on the two worst teams. Then we ended up playing in the championship, and he beat me.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
yeah, I didn't have a QB,
Oh, okay.
so
You didn't go back there and play QB?
no, I can throw though. I did a couple games, but
I believe it.
yeah, but I mean, especially with all like the flag rules, like you need two QBs or at least two guys that can throw because I think you got to throw it back before you can run it, and
Yeah,
there's
you're
a
right.
whole bunch of rules, and so I'd obviously have to learn those a little bit, but it'd be fun. I think I'd do good.
When you think about the possible competition for Team Canada, hypothetical Olympic flag football team, there's only 10 spots. And there's a lot of people talking about NFL players being in the mix. Do you feel like you could be right there competing with NFLers or veteran flag football players for those roster spots?
Yeah, 100%. Honestly, I think I'd win the spot. To be honest, I think one, obviously, I can play both ways. I can throw. I feel like I can do everything. Obviously, I can rush kind of fast, so that's easy. But I feel like I can play every spot. And yeah, I think I would excel at every spot. So,
But you haven't had any conversation with Paul Lapalisse, the head coach, yet.
no, not yet.
I would imagine he would want to reach out.
I don't know when they reach out or how it even works. So, and I mean, I'm not gonna lose no sleep over it. So if they call me, they call me. Great, I'll be excited. If not, I'll just carry on about my business.
The Lapalisse will know now. I'm sure
Yeah.
he'll want to get in touch with you. Tyrell, from the Edmonton Elks standpoint, defense last year started off slow, last in the league in a bunch of categories, but it seemed like by the end of the season, really everyone was working much better together. There's a whole bunch of new pieces. JC Sherritt was a first-time defensive coordinator. How good can the Elks defense be in 2026?
Yeah, we definitely struggled early in the season. We kind of started figuring everything out. And I think if we carry what we had from last season into this season, the way we ended, I think we could easily be the number one defense. Especially to adding Carney, a super elite pass rusher. I definitely think he'll help in both the passing and the rushing game because he's going to get a lot of pressure, so it'll make my job easier, which I like. But yeah, I think we got a really good opportunity to be the best defense in the league.
Why do you think you say you could easily be the number one defense?
Cause we kind of were looking at all the stuff from Edmonton, and after I think it was like week 7 or 8, we had I think the number one defense if you take away those first 7 games because they were really bad. But after that, like we weren't giving up a lot of rushing yards, we weren't giving up a lot of touchdowns, like we were taking the ball away, like we were playing complete football later in the season.
From what you've seen from Malik Scoop Carney, he likes to be called Scoop. How impactful can he be for your defense?
Well, I feel like it was just one of the things that we had a lot of injuries last year on the D line. Um, and so it kind of made it tough, and I felt like sometimes we were struggling to get some pressure. Uh, but I mean, now with him and just having a couple guys back that are healthy, I think our D line's gonna be pretty strong, and it's gonna definitely benefit our whole defense and our whole team.
Your brother's not going to be there.
Yeah.
Trey Ford. What do you think happened from your perspective being inside the locker room with him in Edmonton not to be there?
Yeah, I think honestly, I always tell him I'm sorry because I feel like it's a lot of it was on the defense. We're playing games and if he's not scoring 40 points, we're losing the game. So it's kind of tough to play quarterback when you got to score 40 a game. But I mean, it's just the way it is. It's just business. So yeah,
Do you
we
think
got to
that
be better. We got to be better.
there was anything that could have been done differently by either side for him to have a longer tenure there? Because the team was really high on him to
Oh,
select him in the first
yeah,
round.
for sure. I think again, like if our defense was playing the way we were playing at the end of the year, I mean, I don't know if he gets pulled at all because like we at the end of the year we're losing games like 21-19 or 18-16 or whatever it is. So I think just if we could have played better, he probably would have been all right. But I mean, it just happened the way it happened.
Do you think it actually could be beneficial for him in his career to have a change in the CFL and get paired up with Scott Milanovic, quarterback guru, and Bo Levi Mitchell?
Yeah, I think it could definitely help. I know Trey was telling me he's really excited to work with Scott. He's really smart. He makes it really easy on the quarterbacks. And I think too, just being a little bit closer to home and less moving around with his family and everything. I think it's a good little restart for him and being close to home, having like kind of being a hometown hero kind of down the street. So it's not too bad. I think it's a good spot for him.
What's it like for you to, because you're used to, for the majority of your career, playing on the same team?
Yeah, I mean we played on even when I was in Winnipeg 2 years, a different team, and when I went to Green Bay for a little bit too, it was all different. And even when we're on the same team, like he's on offense, I'm on defense. We don't see each other at work really, so we kind of maybe would hang out a little bit after, and that was about it.
When you look at your career as a whole, you've been really great as a Canadian corner in this league, which guys didn't necessarily get the chance to do that. I talked to Tavon Campbell about this. He felt like there was more politics playing against him in the Canadian Football League as a corner than there was in the NFL. Would you agree with that assessment?
I feel like my assessment for the NFL would definitely be flawed because I was only there for camp, so like I didn't really. I was there for like the 6 months of off season and whatever. And like I guess there really wasn't like a stigma there, but they did put me like nickel. They were like, you know what, like you're in the CFL, you definitely play nickel, so they put me there. Um, but I mean, it's definitely like coming to the CFL. It was my first year. Was definitely like okay, like yeah, you're good enough to play outside, but like I feel like they kind of didn't really want to put me there my first year because they was kind of like nervous. But obviously came back and kind of locked down that spot. I think they had a little more confidence in me once I got signed to Green Bay and then came back. They're like, okay, well, NFL guy, I feel like kind of American-ishy, and so kind of put me out there, and I did what I did, and yeah.
Why do you think perhaps Canadian cornerbacks are viewed that way, that they need that NFL stamp before CFL teams go, okay, this guy could actually play at a high level in our league? The game
Yeah,
that you've played the
yeah. I
majority of your
think
life.
it's definitely, I guess, hard to hide somebody when they're playing DB. I think it's really easy to get beat at times and stuff like that. And I think when you're comparing it to, oh, there's this guy from the NFL that ran a 4.3 and jumped 40 inches compared to the guy that's Canadian and he ran a 4.5 or 4.6 or whatever, it's kind of like he's not fast enough to play there, so we're going to take the American guy. So I feel like I can get kind of lost in there. But at the same time, too, sometimes I feel like those pro days aren't very accurate because I've been running beside some guys that said they're 4.3, and I don't think they were. So
And you have the real speed to prove it, right?
yeah,
Like you're a legit 4.4 guy, probably on a good day a 4.3 guy.
yeah. Sometimes I'd be running out. Like I remember one time I was running beside this guy. He's like, I ran a 4.38, and I was covering him. He ran a go ball, and I'm like 75% running beside him. And I said, wait, what'd you run? He said 4.3. I said, oh man, as you can just pick a number. It's crazy.
How impactful do you think you've been, and perhaps Tavon Campbell, especially with him coming back to the league, driving that forward in terms of Canadians getting a legitimate ability to play cornerback and
Hmm.
not being viewed as, oh, hey, this guy's really good. He's a great athlete. Let's put him at safety.
Yeah. Well, I think just between me, Tavon Campbell, and I think even Adrian Green, I think we all won awards for being the best at our position over the last 2 years. So I mean, it just goes to show you like the Canadians can play there and not just play there, but excel. And honestly, I think it's just a matter of time before you start seeing some boundary Canadian corners. So
What's that going to take, do you think? Just continue
I think
the
it's just
evolution and earning the trust?
yeah, you just gotta like take a chance and trust them. If someone's good at football, they're good at football. Don't matter American, Canadian, don't matter.
Could you play boundary corner?
Easy. Yeah.
When you look at the jump that you had to make from playing U Sports in the CFL at a high level to become a CFL All Star, did you feel like it was massive, or did you make it rather easily?
I don't know. I would feel like it was kind of easy. I feel like I wasn't really just thrown in the fire though, because I played that whole year in special teams and I was just getting reps at practice, and so like I felt like the transition wasn't as harsh. But I definitely think I was ready for it if it came, because I remember once I came on university and I went to camp and they moved me up, and it was like probably like my fourth or fifth day. We had a couple injuries and they put me with like the ones, and I had like 5 PBUs, and then I was back at the bottom. But I mean, like I feel like right there it just kind of shows you.
Definitely. I mean, you go out and you've shown it multiple times with multiple teams in the Canadian Football League. You talked with a lot of confidence earlier about Edmonton being a number one defense. Can Edmonton take a major leap and be a legitimate Grey Cup contender in 2026?
Yeah, I think so. Especially too with like we brought in a lot of good O line, and then we got that monster over there, Justin Rankin. I think he's a big fan. I think he's going for 1,000 this year. So keep an eye on him. But I think we got all the pieces to do it. Everybody just got to buy in, and we have to carry off of what we had last year. And I think we got a good chance.
Let's see what can happen.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you look at it, like Sask won the Grey Cup, and then we beat Sask I think twice in the season, and it's like I feel like just the margin some people might think between the teams isn't as big as they might think it is. It's
You did beat them down the stretch.
We did
in
beat them
Edmonton.
down the stretch, yeah. So and even when we lost him in first time we played, we lost like
It was
21
close.
to like 14 or something or 13. And I'm like, I feel like if you can hold a team to 21 points, you should get you got to win those games. It's tough in the CFL.
Let's see what Edmonton can do, and we'll keep tabs on you for flag football as well, Tyrell.
Awesome. Sounds good.
Thanks for the time.
Appreciate it. Thank you.